Yeah, the show this year, 2015, Blue Devils, is called Ink. It's a storybook theme in general, and it's just, this year we were looking at different source material, like Into the Woods, and that's a good example of different characters being weaved together in a different type of story, and it's not all happy, you know, there's a lot of dark edges to it, and I mean, I don't think anybody's going to die in our show, but it's just a lot of twists and turns, and so we felt like we could do it that way and have a dark edge to it, and so it would be a little more mainstream and less of a children's book, for example. The K-pop section, I think that's my favorite section right now, and it's going to sound just like pop music. Everybody should get the feeling they're all of a sudden in a club, in a dance club. When we do things like that, we don't really know how it's going to turn out or who's going to like it, and yet we have to go push that envelope and just be confident that we can do it in a way that it's going to affect everybody in a good way. But yeah, we don't know that from the start, so picking something like a pop club music it's a dangerous step to take, but that's what we do, and we just have the people here to pull it off. I'm confident that it would be cool. It needs to be a through composed idea. It needs to be one composition. I mean, we're usually sourcing from different sources, and so the way I would started in the beginning, writing original music for the show, was just that approach of the whole show needs to sound like a through composed idea. It shouldn't sound like patchy choices of different music. Like, that's what I've always tried to do. So in that process, you usually have to write original things, fabricate things that are maybe transitional or maybe even more than that. So that's how it started. There's always a minute or two of original music in the show since then, and this year, the beginning in the first chapter starts out with a thing called Dark Forest that I did. Traditional arranging would be basically you're taking all the parts of an original song and transferring them to different instruments, reorchestrating, restructuring things. So yeah, the thought process is completely different. When it's an original, for me, I have to stop everything and put myself in a different creative space, and then you're really testing out a lot of things, so it's pretty time consuming. Picking different roads to go down, and you go down a certain way, you make choices, and then it's not always right, so you have to back up. In drum corps, it's for a purpose too, and so you can't be wrong when you get done with it. You can't be too far off. So I know it's right when it's not. I'm not forcing anything. Things start to flow the right way for the right purpose. I always think it should be fun, and every event in the show, which we like to take people through lots of different events, it should have something for everybody, whether you like it loud or you like it fast or you like it fun or bright or dark. There's just something in it for everybody, especially this year because we have so many different styles. We've never really done that. So I think people should be able to follow things in terms of the chapters too, because they're just so different from each other.